you doing, man? Huh? Oh, man, you laid up on the table. Yeah, you must be feeling better. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, well, we've sliced a little piece out of our stock handle and got it tacked up, ready to weld. All right, we got one more piece of the puzzle for the SilverCar. We got a stock handle, we cut it down. Hold on just a second. This is how much we cut out of it. So, there you go. A little bit over an inch, I guess. Cut that out and make it a little shorter. We got to try and tighten up our shifts on that car. Hurting our ET a little bit, I think. So, all right, well, one more thing. We're always tinkering. All right. For any inquiring minds that want to know, here is our new shifter versus the original. You can see it's a little bit shorter. So that is what we're putting in the SilverCar versus what's in it now. So let me go bolt it in. Don't guess you guys really need to see that since it's freaking boring. Plus Jack won't leave me alone out there. I've been having to pet him. So he's getting, he's got to get his attention too. All right, let me go bolt this in. All right, guys, we got our regulator pulled apart. And this is what it looked like inside. The diaphragm's leaking like a freak. Or not like a freak, but it was leaking, so you can see the corrosion. The bad news is that these older Kerbin regulators are not serviceable. You can't, this piece doesn't come apart. It's actually put in and folded and pressed over. It's weird, so you can't do anything with it. It's probably why the new Kerbins, or the Kerbins that most people are familiar with, have the small body that are this size and have the bolts around it, so you can take the whole thing apart and change the diaphragm. Probably why they redesigned it, but sadly this thing is trashed. So if you're ever looking at buying one of these that's used or whatever, I would advise against it for this very reason. If it's messed up, you can't do anything with it. You can't fix it. It's just garbage. So anyway, I'm glad I checked that before I ordered a diaphragm, because we wouldn't have been able to make it work. So all right, well, I guess that answers the question for the regulator for the Trojan horse. Okay. We got a package in the mail and we've already opened it. I love these home-brewed packing jobs. They are completely awesome. Well, at least he did do what I asked him. I asked him to tape the axles together a little bit so they wouldn't go flying around. Yeah. Oh Lord, these are heavy. Whew. You'll have to excuse the fan noise. Let me lay them here. There we go. All right. Well, they got short wheel studs. It's not a biggie, but they are Moser axles. 4-lug, 31 spline, C-clip eliminators on them. We paid $200 shipped for these. So without having, looked at them all the way around, but the initial look is that we got a deal we can live with. We've got long wheel studs we can put in. The good news about this is that it will allow us to take the 28 spline axles out of the SilverCar and put those in one of the 8.8s that we have to put in the LTD. So Dr. Fear won't be after us about the rear end. And of course these will go in the SilverCar. We're going to get a spool and a gear and we'll be on our merry way. So, all right, well, we got something cool. Parts in the mail. All right, guys, we are out here in the shop. You notice I say that almost every single time. It's like, all right, guys, or hey, guys, what's up? I don't know why I say that. Anyway, we're out here. We got a package in the mail. Everyone loves getting boxes or packages. And what do we have in here? Dun, dun, dun. It is a fuel pressure regulator. As you'll remember, let's get this razor blade right here. As you'll remember, the regulator that we had originally, well, we got it with a bunch of other parts that we had bought, so technically we weren't into it for any money. It just came with stuff. It wasn't like, oh, well, I want to buy the regulator and I want to buy this, I want to buy that. How much is all this stuff? It was like, hey, I really want to buy this stuff. And they're like, hey, this goes with it. It's like, cool. So anyway, we got us a regulator. You know that our other one, our old style Kerbin, was unrebuildable. And so we bought a brandsy new one. It's all really fancy. This, of course, is rebuildable. So we can, if we ever have to, we can rebuild it. We were going to put this on the Trojan horse, but I'm thinking about just putting it on the SilverCar just for right this minute, and we may either take this one and put it on Trojan horse and whatever. But we're just experimenting a little bit. I was going to put some 19s. You know, I'm getting on this I love 19s kick for low horsepower cars. I was going to put some 19s in it and try it. But I don't know. That intake's a little bit of a pain to take off and on, the upper, because it's been redesigned. It don't have the center bolts. It's got studs. It's just a little bit of a hassle. So I'm thinking about just putting a regulator on it and just playing with the fuel pressure and putting the 76 CNL with 24s and the boom tube, and just, you know, I just wanted to nibble at it a little bit more before we do some of the other changes to it. So anyway, let's cut this off. This is what we got in the mail, brand new regulator, and it was, they do not have the price on here, but it was basically $90, 88 something. That's about what they go for everywhere. So anyway, that's what we got. So let's go put it on real quick. Okay, let's do that. Oh, ooh, it's almost lunchtime. We may have to go to lunch first. Okay, so we're out. Let's go do it.
What are you doing, Jack? We got work to do. We ain't got time to be sleeping. Yeah, I know, you don't care. All right, let's get to work.
Damn cat. Jack is laying right there, licking himself. We got our clown hat on. We've upgraded or downgraded, or however you want to call it, from the shame box to the jester hat. What we're doing today is we're going to roll the fender lips. Yeah, we're going to do it old school, hammer wise. We don't get the fancy roller thing and all that kind of stuff, because let's be honest, all our cars are garbage. And with what we did to the front end of this one, the cowl, we just made this one garbage. Still so frustrated at myself over that. So stupid. But you know, I do a lot of stupid stuff, so I shouldn't be surprised. And actually, I wasn't surprised. It's just par for the course. Anyway, we're going to roll the fenders, and we're going to check our shock setting. We're going to take, I think, a coil out of the rear springs to try and get the car down a little bit. It leaves kind of weird, maybe because it sits so high, it compresses kind of funny. We're just going to try and set it down a little bit, nothing crazy, and see if that helps. We're just trying to tweak a few little things on this car before we start making any big changes, because we got a couple of things that we want to do to it. But we need to get what we've got running a little bit better, I think. So anyway, that's the plan. Cut the springs, check the shocks. We've also got, don't want to forget, we've got a Grip Right 100 here. This is our go-to traction aid. Going to put that in the passenger side over there, $5 from Walmart. So, and yes, got some Mountain Dew. It's actually Mountain Light. We couldn't get to the Mountain Dew, they had it blocked off. It's pretty good though. Anyway, and that's it. So let's get to work. Here we go. One down, one to go. Man, it is getting, woo! Looks like it's about to blow up. Florida, gotta love it. We're in the SilverCar. springs out of the shifter to try and loosen it up a little bit. It's a little too notchy for my taste. And we didn't put any air into football. In all honesty, we're out just jacking around, because that's what we do. Take the control arms out, loose again. We finally got the stance right. I think it's not a street freak anymore. It's kind of level. We took the spring isolators out. I know everyone, I can hear the gasp now. Oh my God. I'm not sure how many of my cars actually have spring isolators. Most of them are trashed. When I get the car and I just chuck them. Yes, makes more noise, whatever. It's not marshmallowy, so it's race car stuff, man. Well, street strip car stuff. Anyway, whatever. We got it looking fairly decent. Hopefully it won't rub like a maniac. We got the fender lips rolled, so we should be okay. But anyway, looks a lot better. So I'm starting to like this car a little bit more, even though I've bashed the freaking windshield in. So, all right, well, whew, it's dinner time. It's been dodging rain showers. All right, let's go eat something.